Coming into the playoffs, I thought the Knicks were the best team in the East, but the way they've been playing recently, they might be the best team in the NBA. Like the conversation between who's been better in the playoffs this year is either OKC or them. Like the things that they are doing to these teams that they're playing. Like I want to show you a stat real quick. So this right here is the best playoff teams with the best point differential in NBA history. As you can see, some of the best teams ever are on this list. Like you got the 17 and 18 Warriors, the 2014 Spurs, one of the old Magic Laker teams, the Kobe and Shaq team. I'm pretty sure that Bucks one is Kareem, I think, and then obviously you got MJ team down there. Now usually people don't just show a top 7, they usually show a top 10, a top 5, or a top 3. But the reason why it's cut off at 7 is because the Knicks are already 8th all time and they've only played 10 games. This is where I show y'all why the Knicks are so good. And in my opinion, it isn't their defense, it isn't Jalen Brunson, it's Big Carl. Let me show you why I think that. So right here, already, Cat is setting the screen for Brunson. So now VJ gotta chase Brunson. So they inbound it to Cat. JB sets a good screen right here. And because Cat is such a good backdoor passer, VJ overreacts and leaves Brunson. So now he gotta close out against one of the best scorers in the league. Josh Hart and Cat do a little pick and roll. And look at Mikal and OG right here. And look at how wide open the paint is. And that's because Cat is at the 3-point line and you can't leave him open. And because the paint is wide open, OG just gets to walk in there. Cat passes him the ball. PG plays some good defense, but OG's right at the rim. OG sets a good screen right here on VJ. And look, because Drummond is out there, PG has to stall and wait for VJ to get over OG's screen. But he can't do it quick enough, so GTA got an easy lay. So Cat drives, he gets doubled by VJ and Embiid, but instead of taking a bad shot, he turns over his shoulder. And I don't know who VJ is guarding right here, but because VJ helped off Mikal, Kelly got a help off of OG so he can stop Cat from the dump off to Mikal. But he helps too much and now we got to close out to OG. And he just takes the midi pull up. This play right here is why I think the Knicks are so good this playoffs. So Cat has a mismatch on Kelly, but he does a good job and actually makes Cat lose the ball. And by the time he picks it back up, Embiid is already back on him. Now you would think this is a terrible position for Cat to be in. He picked his dribble up, Embiid is pressing him, and nobody's open. Now if this was Cat 3 years ago, he probably turns the ball over here. But this is a different Cat. This is Nikola Anthony Towns. He throws a one-handed over-the-head pass to Mikal. So this is game 2 right here. Brunson sets a screen on Maxey. VJ and Maxey don't communicate at all. Maxey wants to switch, so that means VJ would have to pick up Mikal. But they both have different plans because VJ is trying to stick to Brunson. And because of that, there's an easy lay. So Mikal's driving in transition. He gets 2 in the paint, so he just passes it out. Josh Hart swings it to Cat. And because of the threat of Cat shooting, PG and Bona pick him up. So that leaves OG open for an easy lay. Cat gets it in the post right here. OG is screening Maxey off Mikal. And as usual, because of Cat, there's nobody at the rim to stop him. Cat's got Bona 24 feet away from the rim. JB and Mikal create some confusion. And these are just too easy for Cat. This is my favorite play right here. So PG blocks OG's dunk right here, but Cat chases down the loose ball. And this is something Draymond used to do with the Warriors. Cat's just looking for anybody else's shot right here. Passes it to Mikal in the shot clock. He's like KD with it. Cat gets the ball and he fakes the 3. Then he drives off it, blow by Embiid. Kelly comes over to help Embiid, but Cat realizes he just left the shooter wide open. Throws a good pass. He bricked the hell out of it though. That doesn't matter because we get offensive rebounds and 2 for $1. They're running in transition. Hart throws it to Cat. You can see him looking for who's open. McBride is being covered, but he sees Mikal on that baseline. And Embiid's back is just towards Mikal, so that's an easy pass for Nikola Anthony Towns. Cat sets the screen for JB. He threw a good pass right here because you can see Maxey trying to steal it right there. But this is a different level of Cat. You can see him right after he picks up the ball, he's looking for people open. And he finds Josh Hart. We got Cat with PG on him. Shot clock running down. He sees that Kelly's feet are flat, and now he has the decision of taking a bad shot or passing it to one of the clutchest players in the league. And he makes the right decision. Now we're in game 4 to complete the sweep, and VJ thinks Brunson's going to use the Cat screen. He doesn't though, and now you got Brunson with a wide open 3. Wide open paint because Embiid got to guard Cat. Fakes the handoff. So now Kelly is actually behind Cat, and Max has to step over a little bit to stop Brunson. But that leaves Deuce wide open for a 3. I mean, look at how ridiculous this is, bro. You got PG pressing Cat at the logo. Average bigs don't get guarded like this. So Deuce comes over and he screens PG. Now they're going to have to switch right here because if they don't, they're going to have Deuce wide open for a 3. So Cat gets by Maxey, and that makes Embiid step up because he's got to protect the paint. But Cat does a nice little shovel pass for the dunk. I know it's a blowout, but Cat sets the screen right here. GTA throws a nice little bounce pass to Cat, and B comes running over to stop Cat, but you can see Josh Hart cuts at the perfect time, and Cat throws the perfect pass, and it's a layup. I just want you to look at how much space there is in the middle of the court. There are three Philly defenders above the three-point line, and PG is basically above the free throw line. So the Knicks just run a bunch of screens right here. Kelly can't get over Brunson's screen quick enough, so now nobody's in the paint, and Mikal gets an easy layup. This video will probably come out after Game 5 of Pistons Cavs, so I have no idea who the Knicks are going to face in the ECF. I do feel like if they don't make the finals this year, it will be kind of disappointing, but I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. Like the video.